Hi everyone, today me and my teammate would like to explain an invention called e-passport. Without hesitate any time, now let me introduce my teammate. Firstly, myself, Karthik Analaki Satyasilan, my metric number is 06DTK23F1053. Next, DEEVAN. His metric number is 06DEQ23F1105. Lastly, NITHI. His metric number is 06DKM23F1074. Now, let us to begin the presentation.
Hi, I'm DEEVAN here. What is e-passport? The passport which contains electronic chip is called electronic passport, which is e-passport. This chip houses biometric information of the passport such as iris, fingerprints, facial information, and etc. It also stores other useful information of the passport holder, which include name, birth date, present address, photograph, etc. This e-passport stores digitally signed personal particulars of the individual on the chip. The first e-passport was introduced in 1998 by Malaysia. US government has introduced e-passport in 2000.
Characteristic: an e-passport is a combined paper and electronic passport with a radio frequency identification RFID chip and an antenna embedded as an inlay of password that contains the personal particular and biometric information of the passport holder.
Now, I would like to explain the function of these e-passports. E-passport help to securely identify the traveler, provide the protection against the identity theft, protect the privacy and make it difficult to alter a document for use in gaining admission to the United States. The biographic and the biometric data contained in the electronic chip can be compared to both the traveler and the traveling document being presented. There are multiple layers of security in the e-passport process that prevent duplication. An e-passport, also known as a biometric passport, has a microchip embedded in that contain biometric information that can be used to authenticate the identity of traveler. It enhances security and help to prevent identity theft and fraudulent activities. Now, let me explain the advantages of e-passport. Following are the benefits or advantages of e-passports. It reduces threat or identity fraud by increasing security features in it. It embeds a biometric information such as fingerprint, iris and face. This information helps to identify individual carrying e-passport when the immigration process happening. It helps in detection of counter-terrified document. It makes it very difficult to alter the e-passport because it is all in digital in one chip. Hence, it restricts admission of unauthorized individual to any country on fake document. Lastly, it protects privacy of the citizen because privacy of the citizen is way more important to a country be safe. Now, I would like to explain the disadvantages of e-passport. Following are the limitation or drawback or disadvantages of the e-passport. Contactless RFID embedded chip can be read using radio frequency from few centimeters away. Unprotected chips are subject to clandestine scanning or eavesdropping. For example, we can use flappy scanner to scan the RFID to collect the data. Next, e-passport use standard ISO 14443 which generates unique chip ID during protocol initiation. Using this unique chip ID, e-passport holder can be tracked by unauthorized parties. Digital signature used in e-passport do not bind data to any particular chip used on passport. Hence, it does not offer any defense for the passport cloning. Lastly, e-passport support automation which can lead to biometric data leakage, which is very dangerous for citizens and consecutively weakens the human oversight. A traditional or normal passport and e-passport, also known as a biometric passport, have several differences, primarily in their technology features and security enhancement. Firstly, the difference is data storage. Normal passport data is typically printed on the passport pages including personal information, photo and other identifying detail, but in e-passport, it contains an electronic chip embedded in the passport cover or back page. This chip stores the same information as printed in the passport along with biometric data such as fingerprint or iris scans. Secondly, the security features. Normal passport features security elements such as watermark, security threat and other physical characteristics to prevent tampering or counterfeiting. But in e-passport, utilize advanced encryption and digital signature to protect the data stored on the chip. Additionally, the inclusion of biometric information enhance security by providing a more reliable means of identity verification. Thirdly, the readability. Normal passport information can only be read visually by border control officer, but in e-passport, information stored on the electronic chip can be read by passport readers and scanner equipped with RFID technology. This enables quick and automated identity verification at border control checkpoints. Fourthly, the global standard. Normal passport follow the traditional international standard for passport issuance and verification, but e-passport adheres to ICAO, which is International Civil Aviation Organization standard for e-passport, ensuring the interoperability and compatibility with passport readers worldwide. Lastly, the convenience. Normal passport required manual inspection by border control officer, which may result in longer processing time, especially during peak travel periods. E-passport offers faster and more efficient identity verification through the automated passport control system, reducing wait time and enhancing the overall travel experience. Overall, e-passport represents a technological advancement in passport design and security, providing enhanced protection against fraud and identity theft while streamlining border control processes for both travelers and authorities. So now we have came to the conclusion of this presentation. As a conclusion, e-passport or electronic passport offers several advantages over traditional paper passport. They typically contain a chip embedded in the cover that stores the passport holder's information, including their biometric data such as fingerprint or facial recognition data. This enhances security and make it more difficult to counterfeit to create the fake passport. From travelers' perspective, e-passport can streamline the immigration process by allowing for automated passport control system at airports and the other ports of entry. This can reduce waiting time and improve the overall efficiency. However, there are also concerns about privacy and data security associated with e-passport. The storing of the biometric data raises questions about how that information is stored, protected, and used. There are also potential risks of hacking or unauthorized access to the data stored in the chip. Overall, while e-passport offer benefit in terms of security and efficiency, it's essential to ensure that appropriate safeguards are in place to protect travelers' privacy and sensitive personal information. Now we have come to the end of the presentation. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Thank you.